We'll be using Selenium to automate browsers in headless mode, so it can be run on local or remote machines with or without desktop manager. We'll be using Chrome for this particular test. So let's go ahead and download the Chrome driver and Chrome Headless Shell. The links for these are in the description of the video and on the video itself. Now extract the Chrome driver and Chrome Headless Shell in the current directory. So we'll get these directories. As you see, we'll delete the zip files, and let's just check that we have the required binaries for Chrome driver and Chrome Headless Shell. They are present as expected. So we'll need to set the path variable to include these Chrome driver and Chrome Headless Shell in directories. Remember, like if you're running it on Mac or any other OS, download those particular binaries. Here I've installed Linux 64. I'll install Selenium Python package. For that I've already instantiated a virtual env. I'll deactivate it for now. Let's open up our Selenium sample Python file where I'll write the code. Let's import WebDriver. Since we want to have some options for headless and the window size, we'll import options from Chrome options, and service will be importing, so we can pass it custom path for our Chrome headless and Chrome driver. So let's first have a baseline code. So we'll be instantiating the WebDriver for Chrome with service and options. Let's just put placeholders for initialization of service and ops. So when we do driver.get here, it'll primarily invoke a browser and visit the site. Then we can perform several operations on it. Here, to check that even in headless mode we are able to get the correct rendering, we'll simply capture a screenshot of it. We won't check any particular elements, which also we can do if we were writing a test. So let's move it into a Python function, capture screenshot, which on being passed a URL will open a browser, visit that particular URL, screenshot it as file capture.png. So for the test, let's use the selenium.dev website itself. Now let's initialize the service that we need to pass to WebDriver.chrome. So we'll need the Chrome driver path, which we'll be pulling from environment variables. Let's pull it into a separate variable altogether. We'll pass it here. Let's import OS also, because we will need it to get the environment variables. Now let's initialize the options, where we'll be passing the window size option and the binary location for our Chrome custom Chrome head shell. So window size, let's pass it via variable as well. Let's pull these service and ops into our main call section, and let's pass them to capture screenshot so they can be customized as per call. Now for window size, let's make it 1920 1080. Now that we have the basic setup, let's set the Chrome path here from environment variable and pass it to as the binary location for the options. So ops.binary location is equal to the Chrome path. Now that we have it, a base should run fine. Now let's create a separate shell file which primarily activates the Python environment where we have our Selenium Python package available, sets these environment variables for Chrome headless path and Chrome driver path, which will be used within our Python script. So we'll activate the Python environment, call our Selenium test, and open the capture PNG to check. I just placed ls and sleep2 for the sake of it. Let's copy path into it as well, as it's more safer that way. So Let's set the Chrome driver path and Chrome headless path now as well. So our directory and then the binary. So we'll need the binary path here, and for the Chrome headless path also we'll need the path to the exact binary that we need to be invoked. Now that we have all this set up, let's run it and test it out. Final look, looks fine. Bash run selenium.sh. open is my personal .file call. So when we open the image, the capture.png, we see it's a proper screenshot when run in headless mode.